Yay! Hi guys! Welcome to Be Happy Hour, our last one of the year. My name is Katie. Today we're going to work through 8-limb pose as our peak, but more importantly talk about what tiny steps can create a ripple effect, and we're going to work through that within the pose. So start with me on your sit bones. Bring your feet to touch. Take a big tall seat so that you open the flesh of your sit bones. Breathe in. And then bow gently forward. Bring your face towards your legs. Now, if you've got a prop at home, you're welcome to prop your head on a pillow or a block so that your head can actually hold and rest on something. Otherwise, just relax here. Notice spaces of tension in your body. So breathe deep in and feel your ribs expand. And then as you exhale, drain all the air out to the very bottom of the breath. So you feel your ribs hug in, abs hug in. One more time, deep breath through your nose. Keep your lips sealed and breathe back out your nose. And just hold. So our founder of Core Power was a really awesome person. And sometimes I wonder if he ever realized his ripple effect, right? And this goes for all of us, but it really put it in perspective for me. When you make a decision to be kind to somebody, let a car in front of you, be kinder at the grocery store, whatever it is, that one decision has a crazy ripple effect. That person that you were nice to then goes and is nice to the next person at home. Maybe their family situation gets better. Maybe they're kinder to their husband or whatever it is. And then their husband is kinder when he goes to work. And then that work coworker is kinder to all the people at his work. It's just endless, that the ripple effect that you can create. So I'm going to give you a few moments here as we go into the holiday week this week. What ripple effect do you want to create? What can you do tonight or even tomorrow that creates a beautiful ripple effect for good? Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome. Roll up to the surface. Grab a hold of your right leg like a baby. Tuck your left foot in towards your pelvis. Rock it side to side. Take a big breath in, rock it, open up your hip joint. And then as you exhale, put your right foot out to the side, Shavasana. Lift your left arm up and side bend stretch as you reach for your leg. Peekaboo your gaze under your left armpit. Get that lateral stretch through your lats, your intercostals, your serratus anterior. And even here, consider the ripple effect just from stretching. The energy lines in your body get unclogged. You create space that wasn't there before. Breathe in and go a little deeper as you breathe out. Take your left hand back behind you and take a gate pose. Option 1, just look up at your hand. Option 2, push your pelvis skyward as you distribute weight into your left shin. Get broad through your chest and open your armpits. Inhale. Settle back down onto your hips. Awesome. Switch your legs. Put your right foot in, grab your left foot like a baby and warm up your hip. Rock it side to side and loosen up your biggest muscle, bone, and joint structure in your body. As we prepare for Ashtavakrasana, 8-limb pose, you have to start to think about all of the dynamics that need to be open in your body. So take your left foot out to the side, right arm up and over, Shavasana. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach your opposite hand for your opposite leg. Suction cup both of your sit bones into the mat. Feel more length in your right side body as you push your right glute down. Even here, see if you can relax your jawline, your mouth, your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your right hand, catapult it behind you for support, and lift into your gate pose. Open your chest. Feel the stretch in your pec muscles. Let your neck drop open, open your throat. Big breath in. Exhale back to your sit bones. Very mindfully swivel into a tabletop pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up to the sky. Come high onto your tippy toes. Big breath in. As you exhale, drop your heels over to the right and your toes spin left. So now you're on the left inner arch of your foot and the right pinky toe edge of your foot. Stay there. This is such a good flexibility challenge for your Achilles, your calf muscles. Or if you want even more of a balance challenge, take your left hand for the outside of your right calf muscle. Keep looking under your right armpit as you twist. Inhale. Twist, twist. Exhale. Put your left palm back on the ground. Come to your tippy toes. Inhale. Active child's pose. Widen your knees to the edges of your mat. Keep your toes tucked under. Let your butt hover around your heels. Straighten your arms in front of you like you are about to pounce. Breathe in. Down dog, push your butt back. Other side, same thing. High on your tippy toes. Drop your heels to the left. Right inner arch of your foot down, left pinky toe edge. Stay here. This feels so good in the shin splint area. Or take your right hand to the outside of your thigh and twist. Holding here for 2 deep breaths. Remember, this class is about feeling free, feeling good, feeling better than when you first started the movement pattern. So wherever you are in the posture, inhale high on your tippy toes. Exhale, active child's pose. Push your knees to the wide edges of your mat. Awesome. Nice, Jan. One more big breath in, get long. Downward dog, push your boot to the sky. All right, look forward. Step into frog. Heels in, toes out. Drop your sit bones down. Bring your hands to your heart and widen your inner thighs. Right hand to the ground, deep breath in. Lift your left arm to the sky. Take some space here. Use your right arm to open your inner thighs. Spread it open, deep breath in. Exhale, put it back down. Other side, lift, opposite palm to the sky. Inhale. Hold it, spread it, squeeze your back muscles together. Really good. Then hands to the ground. Bend forward into a rag doll. Lift your sit bones, pivot your toes forward, bend heavy, heavy, heavy into your rag doll. In these next few moments in ragdoll, feel the back of your legs open, very generously, lovingly. The more you open the back of your legs, the more your low back gets this beautiful access to be free when you sit. All the tension that comes from sitting all day in your car, in your chair, we get to loosen and free it up in the beautiful ragdoll. Place your palms back on the ground. Walk your feet into touch. And inhale to mountain pose. Stand all the way up. Lift your arms high over your head. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. One grounding moment before we pick up the pace of class. With your thumbs pressed into your chest. What is your ripple effect? You know, our founder, Trevor, his idea of creating yoga for just the gym rat or the average person on the street catapults it into 200 plus studios across the country, influencing thousands upon millions of people to feel more centered, better about themselves, more confident. What is one idea that you have, one gesture, one thought, one action? What impact can that have in your world? Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale back to mountain pose, lift your arms up. Exhale, easy forward fold and walk your feet a little bit wider, hips width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your abs in, chest up. Exhale, you can go back to frog pose where we started, or crow pose. Put your hands on the ground, knees to your triceps. Lift one or both feet off the ground. Holding for 3. Pull your abs in for 2. Step or float back through chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. If you've got back sensitivity, you can chest on the ground. Inhale. Roll back through your abs, downward facing dog. So good. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, look forward. Step into frog pose at the top of your mat. Lift your left arm to the sky, inhale. This time, bind your left arm behind you, and if it's accessible to wrap your right arm in front of your shin, grab for your hand behind you, do that. Now we're stretching your shoulder. Keep looking over your left shoulder. Open your thighs, we'll need it later. Inhale. Twist, twist. Exhale. Awesome. Re-extend your limbs and switch, other side. Same thing, wrap your right arm behind you to stretch your delt, your shoulder pad muscle. Grab for your hands. Look up over your shoulder. Keep widening your stance, widen your legs. Big breath in. Twist, hug your arms closer together. Arms out, breathe in. Exhale, ragdoll. Keep your feet hip width distance. Inhale, stand up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, bend and reach for the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frog pose or crow pose. Last one of the day. Shift your weight into your hands. Lift your toes. Big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Option to take your thighs off the ground. Roll back, downward facing dog. So good. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Shake open some space in your right hip. Look under your armpit. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your foot between your hands. Spin your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Lift your arms high over your head. Awesome. In your warrior one stance, notice your back foot's down like warrior two, your left hip peels forward. We're gonna need this. Breathe in, arms up. Wrap your left arm under your right for eagle. Grab either your hands or your shoulders, whatever feels comfortable for you. Lift your elbows up, breathe in. Humbled warrior with eagle arms. Bow your body inside of your leg now. Drop your whole chest down and in. Awesome, and just like Rich, let your whole head drop inside of your thigh. Tug the left hip forward, really good. Now use your right shoulder to open your right thigh, opening your inner thigh more for later. We're gonna need that leg to get as high as you can on your shoulder. Imagine your head touching your right ankle. You've got 3. Keep digging for it. 2, so good. Steady yourself. Inhale back to warrior one. Unbind your arms and lift your arms up over your head. So good. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Pull your right arm out of your side body. Extended side angle. Reach your right arm for your right ankle. Look up at your top hand. The same idea as your humbled warrior. Open your right hip. This time, take your left ribs and stack them on top of your right. Keep it like side plank in your abs so they're working really strong for you, and this is going to protect your spine. Deep breath in, just look down at your toes. Exhale, low lunge. Put your hands around your foot. Let's shake out that leg, right leg high. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Stretch your chest. Roll back, downward dog. Same thing, left leg to the sky, open space in your left hip. When we say open space, we're trying to loosen your joints. So roll your toes, roll your ankles, roll your knees, roll your hips. Inhale, exhale, low lunge. Ensure that your knees stacked right over your ankle, spin your back foot down, warrior one. Suction your hips up and in. You want it to feel like I'm pushing on your outer hip bones really hard and hug up from your low abs. Take a breath in, look up at your hands. Wrap your right arm under your left for eagle arms. Awesome. Inhale, lift your elbows. This is a nice stretch to the back of your shoulders and your delts. Then dive into your left leg. Bow all the way forward. Awesome. Feel your back leg start to work for you. Hug your quad and hamstring up into the femur bone. Drive your right hip forward. Navigate your left hip open and imagine your left inner thigh getting more open. A lot of back pain is directly from, and ankle pain too, it's directly from your inner thighs. So the more we can open them, the more flexible we get, the longer you stay injury free. All right, inhale, back up through warrior one, lift your arms over your head. Really good hold. Exhale, warrior two to the side. Same thing as before, take a breath, reverse your warrior. This is just kind of your wind up. Get long through your left side body. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach all the way forward and tilt like a clock hand. Stack right ribs up, up on top. I don't care how low you sink in this one, as long as you're laterally stacked with your hip open. Once you feel your abs work, your side flexors to support you, look up at your top hand. Stay low in your lunge, actively open your arms. Take a breath, look down at your toes. Exhale, low lunge. Good, three-legged dog. Shake out your leg. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Upward dog breath in. Roll back. Last thing on our feet, we're going to do that same flow and just add 2 more poses. Lift your right leg to the sky, breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Stay low in your leg. Exhale, wrap your right arm under your right. Now lift your elbows. Inhale, stretch your back. Exhale, dive into your hip with strength and balance. Back to warrior 1. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior, lift your right arm up. Exhale, extended side angle, reach all the way forward. Just look down at your toes, breathe in. Low lunge and pause here. Walk your right foot all the way to the outer edge of your hands. Drop your back knee to the ground. Listen mindfully, you can stay here if this is already a big enough stretch in your runner's lunge, or walk your right shoulder underneath of your right knee. So my right hand's waving at you from the other side. Stay there or drop to your left forearm. The flexibility challenge here, which is very challenging and you don't have to take it, of course, is lizard variation. So I straighten my right leg down on top of my right arm. If you notice, my right leg is basically like a split to the side, which is an easier split, and my right arm hangs out under my knee as a stretch. You've got 3 breaths. You know, of course, if you're someone who takes on hurdler's pose or any other arm balances, you can take this on. I'm specifically prepping you for a space here, a sequence that'll get you open for 8 limb. So utilize that right inner thigh. See if you can open your hamstring a little more. If you've taken lizard, swivel your right hand back through center. Pull your right foot into a low lunge, everybody. Inhale, high plank pose. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward, pull your abs in, roll back. Good, last little standing set. Lift your left leg up, breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Keep it short. Inhale, warrior 1. Wrap your right arm under your left. Lift your elbows, inhale. Exhale, fall into your left hip. Inhale, back to warrior 1. Lift your arms over your head. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle and hold. Just look down at your toes. Low lunge to runner's lunge. Wiggle that left foot to the side. So my intention, especially with today's episode, is if you want to do this over and over again, even just once a week, you're going to get stronger and more open for the peak pose. Many of you probably won't get it today. It's a challenging pose, but it takes practice and diligence, just like your ripple effect does. If you took the lizard variation, put your left arm under your leg and slide it out. Keep breathing here. You see, if you're just kind once to your coworkers, it doesn't always count. Maybe that day it does. But just like poses take practice to master, so does kindness, so does creating an impact on people, so does influencing people. Your ripple is contagious and it's also a habit. Being who you want to be and being who you want to feel in the world. Pull yourself back up to a high plank very mindfully. Left hand first, left leg up. High plank pose, inhale. Step into frog pose, exhale. And drop all the way to your butt. Awesome. Okay, grand finale, we're going to work this pose. There's 3 parts. It's a squeeze, hug, and kick. We'll work through it together. Pull your right leg up and rock it like a baby, just like we started in class. Especially if your body's cold, You may want to just repeat the flow that we just did a few more times. Awesome. Part 2, take your left hand to your right foot and kick it out. It should be a nice hamstring stretch. Stay there, or wave your right hand in the air. This is how you know. Put it under, like thread the needle so that it's underneath of your knee. If you see, my right shoulder is right underneath of my right knee. The higher you can get your knee on your shoulder for this pose, the easier it is. Now, holding onto your foot with your left hand, kick, stretch, and peekaboo to the left. It's okay if it doesn't stretch straight. Keep looking left. This is the stretch to open your hamstring. Now you can stay here if you'd rather not do the arm balance. Arm balance option, rebend your right leg, put your hands on the ground next to you. Okay, 8-limb pose is like a monkey hanging from a tree. Put your left foot over top of your right, so now they're crisscrossed. Part 2, you're gonna drop your chest, lift your butt, and kick. Looks like this. Kick, squeeze, drop my chest. Again, it's something you condition for, you practice for. So if you can get your right knee above your right elbow, then you can totally do it. Right hand on the ground, left hand on the ground. Put your left foot over top of your right, and you gotta squeeze your legs. Imagine your legs were squeezing around your arm. Now ready, set, drop your chest, kick, squeeze, and squeeze your legs around your arm. You bend your elbows halfway like a little chaturanga. If you'd rather not try it, meet me in a fire log pose, so your right foot's right over your left foot. Legs are stacked. If you want to try it one more time, please do. Flex your toes, keep your knees stacked right over your ankles. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. The type of yoga I love to practice is a little bit more physical, a little bit more challenging, because I feel like I make tiny breakthroughs in my mental status. When I'm trying new things, getting more proud of myself, the ripple effect makes me more respectful, more confident when I go out into my life. Getting something like 8-limb pose took me probably 2 years, but when I got it, that ripple that it created in myself, in my self-esteem, in my life, was contagious. Come back through center and let's switch. Same thing other side. Left foot, rock it like a baby, loosen up your hip. And again, you can stay here, that's totally cool. Or now, right hand to left foot. Wave your left hand in the air. Thread it underneath of your knee. The higher you can get your knee up your shoulder, the better. Grab your outside of your foot. Tense your left fingers on the ground. Kick and look under your right armpit. This is just building flexibility in your inner thighs and hips. We got 3. We got 2. And now you can stay or rebend that knee. As long as your knee is above your left elbow, you can do this. Cross your right ankle over left. Kick, stretch, and bend your chest down. So I'm kicking, squeezing, bending my elbows and dropping my chest. You're welcome to keep trying it. We're back to fire log, other leg. Now your left leg stacks over your right. Flex your toes. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. These 30-minute snippets are made for you to feel better and more confident in the poses. You can rewatch them as many times as you want. The cool part is there's 15 of these now on the Facebook wall that you can just go back and practice and condition for different poses. These last minutes of class, I'm going to talk less so that you can breathe into your body more. I'm still here with you. Focus more on your breath and less on your thoughts. Mindfully roll to the surface. Come all the way to your back. Roll down to your back. Find a bridge pose to counter all that flexion. Lift your hips up, interlace your fingertips behind your back. Wiggle your shoulders closer together, push through your heels, lighten your toes. Lift through your pelvic girdle, squeeze your glutes at the top, inhale. Just drop your butt onto your hands for a breath out. Again, lift your butt up, breathe in. Drop your butt onto your hands as you breathe out. Last one, hold at the top. Walk your toes towards your sit bones so that you're on your tippy toes in your bridge. Stay there, rest your butt cheeks on your heels, or grab a hold of your ankles. Wiggle your elbows even closer together. Push into your forearms, and if it's comfortable in your body, take what's called tiptoe fish. Catapult your knees forward, open your quadriceps, hover your head, and open your throat. The pressure is just in your elbows and the ball mounds of your feet. 3 breaths wherever you've chosen. Tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly walk yourself back. Take what's called broken bridge, knees in and feet out. For me, because I run, my hips are a little bit tighter, my hip flexors. So this is a great release through the front of my hips. It's very subtle. Your knees touch and your feet wiggle not only to the sides, but up towards your butt. You know, the trippy part is, if I told you that by doing this stretching pose right now, when you fall next week, let's just say, when you fall next week, your body will be more open, less tight, and then therefore you won't pull your hamstring or tweak your back. But yoga doesn't work like that. We can't see into the future. We just have to trust that it's preventative medicine, that the ripple effect from this pose creates a healthy body in the future. It's the same thing, the ripple effect from you being kind to people, from you working hard, from you giving of yourself, whatever you want your ripple to be. You can't see it, but it touches so many people. It's endless. Bring your knees back into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Shavasana, breathe out. Arms and legs are long. Let your toes fall wide, heels in. Make sure your palms face the sky. With your heart slightly propped skyward, notice your breath. Let it ease any thoughts. Let the inhale be loud and proud. And your exhale settles you into your body like you are sinking into the mud beneath you. The trippiest part for me about ripple effect is I feel like you can never actually see it. Sometimes you're lucky enough to, but most of the time it's just like a pay it forward, where one kindness counters another kindness, then enters another kindness, and then enters a better kindness, and then all of a sudden someone gets a promotion just because you held the door for someone. It takes a brave person to trust that even if you don't see the end result, that good is coming from the goodness inside of you. Tonight I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana. Enjoy it. Stay as long as you personally want to just enjoy it for yourself. I hope 2017 brings amazing, amazing times for you, and I'll see you on the flip side of the year. Namaste.